Good day, my name is Mark Mellor and I'm an attorney here in Riverside, California. I've got some clients in Angeles Oaks that I wanted to specifically address on the issue of mechanics liens. Got a number of clients that are both contractors and homeowners dealing with those issues. So if you're dealing with those issues, this might be helpful to go over. What are the rules regarding mechanics liens and what do you need to pay attention to in dealing with those issues? Well, the first thing you need to know that if you're a contractor and you're working with the homeowner on a project, the landowner on a commercial project, you want to make sure that you're in direct contractual privity with the homeowner or landowner in a commercial setting. The reason I say that is because your rights for mechanics lien recording later on depend on whether you are in direct contractual privity with the owner or not. What do I mean by that? What I mean to say is that if you don't have a direct contract with the owner of the project for the work that you're doing, you're going to have to follow the mechanics lien format of filing a 20-day preliminary notice and then recording your mechanics lien thereafter. The reason for that is the mechanics lien statute protects the landowner from anybody working on the project that they don't know about. So to the extent they don't know you're there and you're not in direct contract with them, you need to put them on notice. So if you are in direct contractual privity with the owner, you're not required to do a 20-day preliminary notice. If you aren't, you are. And so you want to make sure that you do that. What does that mean? That means that within the first 20 days of the project, of you assembling, mounting services, delivering materials, you want to serve by certified mail, return receipt requested, a 20-day preliminary notice. You serve that on the, or you mail that to, by certified mail, the lender on the project, if any, the owner on the project, and the general contractor on the project. Once you do that, keep those certified mail receipts. I will need them as an attorney for you if we have to file suit for a recovery of money later on. If you are the owner of a project and you have a contractor that claims to be owed money, but he hasn't done that and you don't have a direct contract with them, he's broken the first step for recording a mechanics lien. Just remember, with a preliminary notice, you can only go back 20 days past or prior to the mailing date. So if you've done a bunch of work prior to doing the 20-day preliminary notice, all that work is not covered by the mechanics lien statute and you can get that expunged. The next step to remember is that when you're completed with the project, you want to make sure that you file your mechanics lien if you've been unpaid. How long do you have to do that? Well, in most cases, you've got 90 days from the last day you worked on the project. So for example, if you finished your construction work and then came back 30 days later to do some touch-up work, the 90 days would run from the last date or that touch-up work that you did. 90 days to record your mechanics lien. Once that's recorded, then you can, you're going to need to file another cause of action. That's in the court, and that's an action to enforce your mechanics lien rights. That needs to be filed within 90 days of the recording of the mechanics lien. So follow that time frame. First assembly on the project, if you're not in direct contractual privity with the owner, first 20 days you send off your 20-day preliminary notice. Within 90 days of you leaving the project, your last work on the project, record your mechanics lien. And then within 90 days of you recording the mechanics lien, you file a lawsuit to enforce your mechanics lien. If you fail to follow those steps, your mechanics lien no longer has any value, and the owner of the project will be able to file a quick summary motion to get that mechanics lien pulled off the property profile. It means you don't get paid, at least not under the mechanics lien statute. Those are some of the things to think about if you're an owner or contractor trying to recover on a mechanics lien or trying to prevent recovery on a mechanics lien. If you have any additional questions, feel free to call my office and I'd be happy to speak with you on your particular situation.